Good morning. Thank you for watching. Another beautiful Lord's Day, a little bit cool. My cameraman's about to freeze to death over here. Got a lesson today on stewardship. I've been thinking about that this week, and being a good steward of what you have. And I always thought that had to do with farming and taking care of your land and your animals, and your equipment, stuff like that. But it does have to do with that, but it also pertains to everybody, because we are all stewards of what the Lord has given us. We might not have a lot, but we are responsible for doing the right thing with what God does give us. And so we need to think about that, and how we go through our lives. And stewardship not only is about what you have, if you have land or animals and stuff like that to take care of. It's not only about that, but it's also about how you spend your money. And I know folks are having a hard time now. This Corona stuff has messed up a lot of businesses and hurt a lot of folks. But we can still be good stewards of our time. That's another issue that we have. Are you being a good steward with your time, or do you just waste your time? Sitting in front of the TV or something. The Lord gives us that whatever amount of time, and we need to use that as wisely as we can. What I'm talking about is, do you spend time reading the Bible, or do you spend time studying, or do you spend time calling a friend and talking to them? And sometimes it's hard to do, but are you spending time listening to somebody else that might have troubles, that might need your help? You may be able to listen to them and give them a solution to their problems or something. And it's a good thing to spend time with other folks, and I know now, the Corona and everything, we can't get to spend time personally, but you can call folks and take care of them that way. So being a good steward with your time and your money, and that's another thing. You need to try to live where you can be debt free, and I know that's hard for a lot of folks to do, but it's something to think about and to work for. If you're debt free, you might have more money that you could help somebody with. That you can that they could benefit from that, and making wise decisions as to what to do with your money, and that's a good thing. We don't need to try to live from paycheck to paycheck, and that's hard. I've seen a lot of folks do it all the time, and it's hard because they just worry themselves to death about where the next dollar's coming from, but yet they waste their money on something that they don't really need. So that's something to think about, being a good steward of what God has given us. And all that all boils down to being prepared, for things that could happen to you in this life and the next life. Being prepared for what's coming that you don't know. But we also do know that one of these days we're going to leave this world. Are you prepared for that? And so I heard a story this week that I'm going to share with you. It's a good little story. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a good little story, and it's about a fellow that was shipwrecked on an island. So we found out that he wasn't the only one on the island. There was folks that was already there, and they had a deal where they they would take somebody that come to their island and they would make them like king for a year. And so at the end of this year, this person was put in a boat and sent to a deserted island to die. So for a year, you got it made, but after that, it's gonna get rough. So while this fellow was on this island, he found out about that, about having to leave. And he got to thinking about it, and he said, well, tell you what, I'm gonna send over a crew and get them started on tilling the land and making crops, and so I'll have something to eat. So he sent a group over there to do that. And then he got thinking, well, I'm gonna need a place to live. So he got up another group there, some builders, and he sent them over to build him a house. So they got over there and built him a house, you know, so he's got something to eat and he's got a place to live. So he got thinking, well, you know, he had some good friends there, and he sent them ahead of him. And then that way, when the end of the year came, he got in his boat, he went to the island, he's got a place there that he's got a crop to eat, he's got a place to live, and he's got friends there to greet him. So that man was getting himself prepared. And you know, that's what we got to do in this life. We need to be prepared. We need to be good stewards of what we have, and we need to be prepared for the next life. And you know, when we're in this life, we have a lot of opportunities, you know, to obey God's word and to become a Christian, and you know, and to live a Christian life and to worship the Lord. And we need to do that. You know, if we neglect that, man, what a terrible mistake that is. When we neglect to become Christians and do what we should, that's a bad thing. So we need to be prepared, be a good steward of what you have, what God's blessed you with. And so that's going to be the end of my lesson for today. I'd also like to remind you to check out my friend Tony Anderson. He's doing a little video, and it's called Down by the Anvil. And he will also sing you a song. And that's something that I'm not going to do for you, otherwise you'd never watch it again. So check him out. He's a good guy, and he's trying to do a good thing here. And so this is it. God bless you, and keep praying for our healthcare workers and our servicemen and women and first responders and all those folks and all the sick people. And there's a lot of sick people that we're hearing about these days. You know, this corona's been pretty hard on folks. And so stay safe. God bless.